It was December the 9th and John had just finished reading about the franchisee scandal at Retail Food Group, the company behind iconic brands including Brumbies, Doubt King and Crust Gourmet Pizza, and decided to make a call. The call was in response to an ad placed in Mandarin in Chinese newspaper Sydney Today, asking for delivery drivers at Crust. The franchisee, who runs a Crust Pizza franchise in Sydney, told him he had two options. He could be paid in cash at $15 an hour plus up to $2 for each delivery, or $17 an hour, plus $2 for each delivery, if he wanted to go on the books and pay tax. Either deal required him to use his own car and pay associated costs including petrol and insurance. Both offers were below the minimum wage for an adult in Australia. What the franchisee did know was that the caller, John, a Chinese student on a visa, was posing undercover for Fairfax Media. Underpayment still goes on everywhere, he says. We are getting more than we used to, but we still get less than we should. I sometimes imagine what it would be like if everyone could be paid correct in future. That the franchisee was still spruikig for cheap labor at a time when the spotlight has never been greater on RFG, speaks volumes about the desperation of franchisees, many of which have gone to the wall due to a brutal business model, which squeezes fees, royalties and high food charges in a quest to grow profits. Part 3 of a Fairfax Media investigation into RFG and its franchisees has uncovered claims of widespread underpayment of wages, the deliberate underpayment of penalty rates and the use of families and friends for little or no money. It can also reveal that many franchisees work long hours for little or no pay to keep costs down. Since the investigation's first part was published, shares in the company have plunged 35%, from $4.40 to $2.85, to hit a 5-year low. Murray D. Almeida, who founded Retail Food Group, back when it owned two brands, the Doubt King and BB's, says he is shattered but not surprised at what has been uncovered, including the volume of franchisees failing and cutting corners by underpaying wages. The current phenomenon of franchisees working long hours with their family just to pay the bills rather than grow the business and hiring foreign workers is alien to me, he says. When RFG started, families worked hard, but it was so they could build the business and then get others to manage it, or buy other stores, not what's going on now. He says he went to the UK in 1996 to expand the brands, and when he returned to Australia, control of RFG had changed. I could see the writing was on the wall, he says. I could see the direction it was heading. He sold out of the business at a fraction of what his shares were worth. I walked out in 1999 after 20 years of hard work, but I considered it better to sleep well than eat well. In 1999, Tony Alford, who would become RFG's longtime managing director and chief executive until stepping down in June 2016, took the reins at RFG. Fairfax Media last week revealed the colourful history of the former accountant, including allegations made by the family of late rock star Michael Hutchence that he was involved in the mismanagement of the INXS frontman.